Hey, what's going on everyone? Instigator92 here. And in this video, I want to take a look at the new Halo Spartan Code that Halo Studios put out. Right here we've got the Twitter post talking about the new Spartan Code that they put out. We'll go ahead and take a look at that in a second. I've already gone through it, and I gotta say it is one of the craziest things out there that they put this out here into the open for everyone. This is something that they could have just kind of kept to themselves and not spoke out loud. But it's very weird, and you can already see here, and we'll come back to the comment section, people are already kind of starting to roast them. So before we really start taking a look at the comments here, let's go take a look at the Spartan Code so we can see exactly why people are starting to respond with what they're responding with. Okay, so we have the code here, and I'll leave a link in the description to this so you guys can check it out for yourself. But we have here the Halo Spartan Code, and it basically begins with saying all players are bound by the Xbox community standards, and that the Spartan Code is a supplement and statement of our values. It is intended to help both new and seasoned Halo community members understand the expectations placed on all players. Now, if they would have just kind of built this around, I guess, the Xbox community standards, this probably wouldn't have been a big deal. But the fact that they're going out here to put their own thing in, their own code, I should say, and for it to be worded the way it is, they definitely deserve all of the roasting they're getting. So let's take a look at the first one. Spartans are a beacon of hope, even in the darkest of times. Now, if this was in a book, this isn't bad here at all. Like, this is something that you can kind of put in there, someone that has like their own code. Or if this was like a opening cinematic for a game or something. Or Spartan Ops. Or what we were getting with Halo Infinite. You know, the cutscenes and shit for the story for multiplayer. But it says here, Halo is an inclusive community, and players of all ages, genders, races, and abilities deserve to feel safe and have fun in its universe. Spartans represent the incredible diversity of humanity and treat everyone with respect. Spartan makes sure everyone knows they are part of the team and protects others from those who seek to cause harm or shame. Like, what is this? Like, this is just some of that woke mumbo jumbo. Like, why do you have to have this? Inclusive community, players of all ages, genders, races, and abilities. No, if you want to have something like this, you just say, Halo is a community for everyone. You don't, when you use these words, inclusive, community, and all this, like these being the big things, but even this, that is some weak shit for weak-minded people. And honestly, only woke people. Like, I'm not really sure how else to phrase that. That's just kind of what it is. And this is just the beginning of this. Like, how, like, obviously, anyone can come and play Halo, do whatever they want. That doesn't mean that everyone in the community has to be extremely nice to each other. Not everyone's going to get along. There's going to be people that just completely irk others. But, like, to sit there and put it this way, I would say gaming in general is pretty welcoming to people until you start putting this shit in. And then that's where people start to get defensive. Because now you're trying to force something upon your players or the people that are buying your product, telling them that they have to behave in a certain particular manner. Otherwise, they risk offending someone. I'm sorry, but like, grow thicker skin. I don't have anything else to say. Grow some thicker fucking skin. I kind of want to take a look at this again. You know, a Spartan makes sure everyone knows they are part of the team and protects others from those who seek to cause harm or shame. I mean, not everyone's a part of the team. You're either a part of my friend group or you're someone that I want to play matchmaking with, and if not, you're not a part of the team. But here they're talking about a part of the community. The community has its different sections. You could be a part of whatever you want. But I don't have to be nice to you. And you don't have to be nice to me. Like, we all do our own thing. Sometimes people are going to butt heads, or someone's going to do something to royally piss someone off, and it just is what it is. Alright, so enough about this one. Let's move on to the second. Spartans do their best to accomplish the mission. Again, nothing necessarily wrong with the title here. Once a Spartan's game has begun, they work to complete the objectives and achieve victory. You can't win them all, but for the sake of your team, you should always try. Spartans don't injure friendlies or themselves on purpose to throw a match. Cringe. And you're going to see that with all of these, not just this one or this one. They're all cringe. Once a game has begun, yes, you should be there to play, not just AFKing and walking away unless there's an emergency. At which point, if you have the option, just turn the shit off. But there are people that will literally go into games, have conversations with people in the room, and not even pay attention to the game. Especially, they'll even do it in ranked. There should be a button where I can report said person, and then they just don't get to play ranked. If that's what they're going to do, is just AFK and not play. And this is funny, you say they work to complete the objectives and achieve victory, yet the skill-based matchmaking in this game doesn't take into account strictly wins, losses, or if anyone's even played the objective. All they reward is high KDs. That's how they rank you in skill with the current skill-based system. So this here is a fucking joke. Because I tend to be a support objective player when I play, and that fucking hinders me when I'm in the ranked system. Stupid. Spartans play fair. Spartans don't cheat to gain experience or win a game. Ranks and rewards must be earned without the use of software or hardware-based cheating methods. Spartans don't knowingly play with friends who are cheating or encourage others to do so. Yes, cheating is not something that's going to ever be killed overnight and never see it again. But in today's world, it is way too easy for people to cheat. And, talk about ranks and rewards must be earned without players knowingly playing with friends who are cheating or encourage them to do so. You have people that take advantage of your system to boost, playing on brand new accounts to get people up to higher ranks, and many of them don't belong there. They just do it just because they can. I would count that as cheating. Boosting is a form of cheating and Boosting is a form of manipulation and cheating the system. Why do I have 1700 Onyx players pulling Plat 6s along with them into my lobbies? Like, I play in Onyx lobbies when I play matchmaking, and you'll see 1700s and shit queued up with a low diamond and a Plat 6, just so they can try to bring themselves down into even lower games. And I saw this a lot when I was finishing my placements, because I did them late, and working my way up. And another thing with cheating, you have all these new controllers. They have the ability to set macros, or in this case, there is a GameStar controller out there that has the ability to mess with jitters to make aim assist even more responsive, especially in close quarters. That in a game like Halo Infinite, that could easily be abused. Because as we know, just moving your Spartan increases aim assist. Like, you want people to play fair, you need to limit the hardware they can use. Only official Xbox. Maybe a couple off-brands, like Battle Beaver or something. Or Scuff. There's ways I'm sure you can enable the ability to detect what someone is using. Can that shit be spoofed? Sure, probably. Will that stop someone from modding a controller? No. But there's too much tech, software and hardware these days to enable this, and then just players manipulating the system that you created. You need to think like the players that you're designing the game for. Alright, let's go down now to number 4. Spartans finish the fight. Spartan doesn't quit early, even if the mode they're playing isn't their favorite, or they're worried about the team they're matched with. Spartans aren't idle. If they're in a game, they're actively playing. The team needs all members engaged to take home the win. Experience earned while idle will be considered manipulation of the ranking system. Unfortunately, there are people that will quit early, and they'll give up. Not just physically quit the game, but they'll sit there in the lobby and make it hell for everyone else. You could put this in there as your code, but unless you act on these people's tendencies, because I'm sure you could see stats on how many games they've quit or just sat idle. Like, I'm sure a lot of that information is tracked, along with the reports people put in. You put this out there, it's not gonna fucking do anything. And it's just like with all these things up here. It's never actually gonna be enforced, especially when it comes to, you know, people actually playing the game, which you kind of mentioned this twice. You guys don't punish idle players or people that rampantly quit. If you want to punish people that rampantly quit, you would. You do like in Halo MCC, you put in the bans for quitting. And if people are habitual quitters, just permaban the account. They're already not playing your game and making it hell for anyone else. Why do you want them playing your game? You know what's a better way? Make your game a paid game. $60 to get the campaign and multiplayer. Now they can't just make free accounts and jump in. Making people buy the game will prevent them from just creating extra accounts all the time. But everyone, especially when you're talking about ranked, everyone's going to worry about their rank. And so if you're idle, and then you happen to come back or something, and then you go idle again, like I said earlier, you deserve to get all this shit talked to you and everything. You're wasting other people's time. I come home from work, or whatever, or people come home from school, and they only got a little bit of time to put in and grind. This is the shit that really pisses people off, because now you're wasting 15-20 minutes of their time. We don't have to keep it clean, as we'll see in a couple sections here. Moving on, Spartans are honorable. Fraud and other illegal activities in the real world don't belong in the Halo universe. A Spartan will never impersonate another player or a Halo Studios team member. That's never going to go away. Phishing is always going to be a thing. It's just part of the reality in this online connected world. And people will always try to make their gamer tag look like someone famous. Whether it be on Halo, a developer, or someone else with some kind of celebrity. So this is just stupid to have here. You're basically telling people not to commit fraud or do illegal activities when if they're already going to do it, you putting this here isn't going to stop anyone. Spartans keep it clean. Spartans make sure others feel comfortable and don't seek to offend. Keep your language and other communications appropriate to the group you're playing with. The Halo Online experience isn't the place for inappropriate content. All discriminatory language is subject to strict enforcement action. People, like I said earlier, do not have thick skin these days. Trash talk is a part of anything competitive where people are competing against each other, whether it be in a casual manner or a true competitive environment. And then you add ranked onto that, it just brings out the competitive side of people, and trash talking comes with that. I've played softball, football, baseball, all sorts of things, friends and against people, strangers I don't know. People will always talk shit. It's not always going to be pleasant or in a fun way. People need to be able to talk shit, have thick skin. If you can't handle it, maybe you don't belong in online gaming or playing any kind of sports or doing anything. The people that get fucking, let's just say, offended and butthurt, the only thing games they should be playing are Minecraft. Or maybe they don't belong on a game at all. Or the internet. Spartans build thrilling battlegrounds. Spartans build incredible content for others to share and experience. By unlocking their true creativity, Spartans produce fun, imaginative maps and multiplayer modes that do not promote hateful, violent, or sexual imagery. Spartans are responsible for the content of their creations and should be cautious about who they choose to collaborate with. Violations of the Xbox community standards may result in enforcement action and the removal of carefully crafted work. For this one, I don't really have too much to say. Obviously, people shouldn't be doing this kind of stuff, but like, we literally, back when Forge came out, had someone that got banned for 3 months just because they put weed on their map, something that they created in Forge. And the reason here says it violates Xbox community standards, yet Call of Duty has a skin where the gun is literally a fucking bong. So this is more of a Halo Studios thing, I presume, rather than actually Xbox community standards. Because if a game like Call of Duty can have that shit in there, Especially, like, they had Cheech and Chong in there, too, if I remember. That was just bogus. Like, this is bogus here. It really comes down to their interpretation on whether if it's hateful, violent, or sexual. Because it could probably be some political message that no one there agrees with, or something like that, and then guess what? Bam. It's hateful. It's violent. Not going to really tiptoe around it. This means that they could basically choose whatever they want. If they don't like it, bam. Ban. Now, I'm not worried. I'm not getting a code or invite to anything anytime soon. I'm practically a nobody in their eyes. So, it is what it is. Now that we've taken a look at all this, let's see some of the shit people are saying on here. How about you Spartan Code a good game for once? Yeah, that would actually be nice. Have a good Halo game. Halo 4 and 5, not very good Halo games. Halo Infinite, very buggy, not very good Halo game. Let's see, they're teabagging on them. A Spartan in 2026 wouldn't have survived in 2006, it seems. Yep, they would not have survived Halo 2 and Halo 3. God forbid even Halo Reach. People back then had thick skin when they were online gaming, and when someone talks shit to you, you just talk shit to them back. And you know what? Some of those people you end up becoming friends with. It's not all doom and gloom. See, no, get good or get smoked. See, the Spartan Code and Elite players. So basically, if you play as an Elite, you don't have to worry about the Spartan Code. See, the true Spartan Code is to yell slurs into the mic while teabagging. Gamers' rights cannot be ignored. If it's like racial shit, maybe you shouldn't, but like, to yell at shit at people, yeah, you should completely be allowed to do that. And if someone doesn't want to hear it, they can mute you or just turn off the in-game chat. Could you literally just have made a normal community guidelines post without someone trying to make it about Spartans? Exactly. They could have done that. Maybe change some of the wording around here so it doesn't come off as so soft and in some cases very kind of like woke and just cringe. So I think we're gonna end this here. I think you guys kind of get the gist of it. Like, this is just dumb. Makes no sense why they would come out here and do this. Maybe to try to pander to some of their community, to try to get some points since they've been being lambasted for their studio situation with their management not being a very good workplace. I don't know, but appreciate y'all for sticking to the end. If you made it this far, feel free to leave a like and subscribe and comment down below what you think of all this. I'll definitely be keeping an eye on that and interact with you guys. I don't care if you agree with me or disagree with me. But again, appreciate it. Catch you guys on the next one.